I'm joking. Hi, hello, my name is Ezra. I will be your host for today and every day as this is a personal channel. So, welcome back to Phoenix Wright A's Attorney. Also, this is the last video you should see from me this month. So the thing about that is, one, it's still February. To be fair, it's the last day of February. March starts tomorrow, and I also have somewhere to go tomorrow, which is really funny because tomorrow is Saturday, which means it's an upload day. Which, why everything is so scheduled out so far. Not really. It's just because it's my last year of school, and it's obviously actually in school. If it was... God, I need to delete this. If it was... Words. I, honest to God, can't think of what I'm trying to say. If it was summer, wouldn't have as much... Hold on, sorry. I am trying to find where we are. I think it's here. February 24th, 9:41 a.m. District Court Defendant Lobby number 2. So, what do you think, Mr. Wright? I've forgotten voices, even though it's only been like 2 weeks. If that, I think it's been less than 2 weeks since I've recorded. I think it's only been like a couple of days. Ugh. I have juice today, by the way. In a new cool Constellation cup that you will never see. I think the prosecution is as confused as we are. Oh my god. After all, the victim was murdered in 2 different places at the same time. And a different suspect was arrested at each of those crime scenes. Lana! Good morning, Mr. Wright. Damn! I apologize for yesterday. I was indisposed. I hope they didn't hold you too long for questioning. We just finished, actually. I'm used to all-nighters, though. So how'd it go? It's as Mr. Wright suspects. The police are clueless. I figured as much, so I struck a plea bargain. You did what? Bro, my job is getting so much harder. A plea bargain? What do you mean by that? Oh my god, I continuously forget that she's 16. We agreed that if I told them the truth behind the simultaneous murder, they wouldn't seek capital punishment. That's what I mean. But Lana, don't tell me you... Much to my regret, I'm as much in the dark about this as they are. Oh my... Can you tell I'm tired today? I have to get this done because, again, I have somewhere to be, and I usually record on Saturdays for Phoenix Wright more specifically, but I have places to be on Saturdays now. And a scar on my thumb because my cat scratched me at the beginning of like the month, and I just never haven't talked about it. Miss Sky, we found trace evidence of a certain person in the police department's evidence room. They belong to Officer Jake Marshall. What kind of trace evidence? Blood-stained fingerprints, to be exact. That's the trump card I have up my sleeve today. You do understand what this means, don't you? In order to defend my sister, you're going to accuse Mr. Marshall? We have to play the cards we're dealt. Isn't that right, Miss Sky? Do what you have to do, Mr. Wright. Mr. Wright. No. Hold it. February 24th, So it's the 28th, if you're wondering. Man, if only I recorded this when I was supposed to, which was, in fact, 4 days ago. I now get to record, edit, export, and all that, and get this into my drafts today. Wish me luck. It's not 10 a.m. It's 1:20 p.m. right now. February 24th, 10 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 9. Oh, we're back. Feels like it's been years since I've been in this frickin' courtroom. Court is now in session for the trial of Miss Lana Skye. The defense is ready, Your Honor. The prosecution is... I'm afraid you'll have to clarify. It takes 30 minutes by car to reach the police department from the prosecutor's office. Yet the victim, Bruce Goodman, was slain at both places at the same time. But that's not physically possible. I'm dropping voices, apparently. But that's not physically possible, is it? What's more, I heard the victim from the evidence room just disappeared. Yes, and the body eventually reappeared in the trunk of Mr. Edgeworth's car. Wow, this is one messed up trial. One of my duties as prosecutor is to present impartial evidence. Today I will present evidence relating to the murder at the police department. In so doing, I believe Okay. Brain, work with me. 3, 2, 1. In so doing, I believe the way in which we should proceed will reveal itself. There we go. Now that's what sets Mr. Edgeworth apart. He sounds so on top of things. Did he? Did he? Because it sounded like he stuttered like 56 times. Even though he doesn't know what's going on himself. Yeah. And that's supposed to be an admirable trait? I think it's just faking it till you make it, which, you know, I think is admirable. Very well. Let the trial resume. I'm sorry. I was drinking. On the day of the crime, what exactly transpired at the police department? Mr. Edgeworth, you may call your first witness of the day to the stand. For its first witness, the prosecution calls... I'm not doing voices. Apparently I can't today. The suspect of the... Oh my god. The suspect of the murder that occurred at the police department. The suspect? You mean the so-called murderer? Yes, that is usually what a suspect is. Oh boy. Things are getting wild from the get-go. Will the witness please state his name and occupation? We're not doing voices. Yes, sir. I am Officer Mike Meekins, sir. My occupation is that would be murder, sir. So you're telling us you're a professional killer? Sir, it was me, sir. I'm the one who did it. I'll never kill anyone again, sir. You gotta believe me, sir. Why did they let him keep that? Actually, what we'd like to... Sir, I'm sure you would like to... Do I have the energy for this today? Do I? Like, I understand that I need to get it done today, but do I have the energy? Well, that's because I need to spend the entire March working on April's videos, because April's videos are much harder to do than March's videos are. Anyway. Sir, I'm what you would call part of the younger generation, sir. What? Oh, please stop making that sound. A person whose actions adults can't possibly comprehend. As a 17-year-old, and I will still be 17 when you see this, I don't know what the hell is going on. What is he talking about? Please, Mr. Edgeworth, sir, help me, sir. Officer Meekins. Yes, sir. Give us your report of the crime. Consider that an order. Yes, sir, as you wish. After all, I am part of the generation that must be told what to do, sir. What was this game name? What? Which generation are we throwing shade at? Because if it's my generation, fuck you. If it's a different generation, still kind of screw you for different reasons, though. You can't fault him for a lack of enthusiasm. No, I suppose you cannot. Crime reports, sir. Okay, let's do this. Although it's not my normal duty, I was assigned to guard the evidence room that day. I spotted a suspicious man on the security screen and rushed into the room. It was only doing what I was trained to do, sir. I was suddenly attacked. I fought for my life. Then I did it. After that, I passed out until another officer smacked me awake. Okay. Oh wait, hold on. I've gone too far down. I think. Yeah, I've gone too far down. So the victim, Detective Goodman, attacked you? Do unto others before they do unto you. The fuck? That's the Meekins family motto, sir. I see. Then you fainted and a colleague helped you regain consciousness. Bro, the next time we record Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney, we're gonna have like actual. First of all, next time we record, nope, not finishing this trial today. I'm realizing there's more. I was about to say we'll be out of the first 3 games beyond the second, but no, because this isn't the last part of this trial. Unfortunately. This is day 3 of 4. Yes, sir. He knocked me upside the head, sir. God, some days I wish you guys could see my facial expressions while I was doing this, and other days I realized that, nope, I am not mentally okay enough for that. Anyway. Very well. The defense may begin its cross-examination. How am I supposed to cross-examine that? What I need here is more info to work with. Crime report, sir. Uh-huh. Mr. Meekins, you work in the General Affairs Department, do you not? Yes, sir. I'm in charge of hiring new recruits, sir. Really? Yikes. Now there's a scary thought. Evidence transfer was taking place on the day of the crime, which meant many officers were given special tasks not ordinarily performed. I was in charge of guarding the Blue Badger, sir. The Blue Badger? Yes, sir. The lovely police mascot created by the Chief of Detectives, sir. Isn't that Grant? Grant? Really? I was to ensure that it wasn't broken during the transferal process. That was my sole mission for the day, sir. I see. Sounds like a very, important mission. After the award ceremony finished that day, there were so many people running around that I relocated the Blue Badger to the evidence room. Oh, so that's why you went to the evidence room. Tell us, what did you see when you got there? I spotted a suspicious man on the security screen and rushed into the room. In order to enter the evidence room, you need an ID card, am I correct? Precisely, sir. I have one right here around my neck. So then, your identity then your ID number should be listed on here, right? Give it a minute. Yeah? Yeah, we done? Sorry. That was probably really loud. So then, your ID number should be listed on here, right? There it is! I found it! It's the one right here. Could you please read us the number? Yes, sir. It's 4989596. That's my number, sir. Okay. I see, huh? But the number 4989596 is shown being used twice. Please explain, witness. It's no real mystery, sir. The first time is when I recalled the boot. Fuck. The first time is when I The first time is when I. The first time is when I relocated the Blue Badger to the evidence room. And the second time is when I went to go get him after everything settled down. I see. So, it was during the second time when... Yes, sir, that's when I spotted the man on the security screen. So, what, I'm missing one now? I was only doing what I was trained to do, sir. I was suddenly attacked. So you were attacked. Can you please tell us exactly what happened to you? It was a knife, sir. A knife! Detective Goodman pulled a knife on you? What happened then? Well, with me with me charging in on him like that, he looked surprised as I was. You aren't exactly the kind of person someone would want to run into. Oh, wow. That's what I reacted, sir. I swung my arms like an octopus. We're 17 minutes into this recording already? God. Wow. Okay. I swung my arms like an octopus struggling to detain him. That's how I got that's how I got this gash on my hand. Maybe if you just kept your cool, your hands wouldn't be... When I saw the blood trickling down my arm, I panicked. I grabbed the man by his collar. I fought for my life, and then I did it. Okay. What exactly do you mean when you say you did it? Did it could mean so many things, depending on stuff around it. I know, I don't look the type, but I'm really into kung fu films, sir. Come again? The man let his guard down for just an instant, so I snatched his knife from him. You took his knife? I spun him around and performed a disarming maneuver. I made sure to close my eyes like a man. See. He must have been desperate. The next thing I knew, his white coat was drenched in a sea of my blood, and then the next thing I knew... Yes? He punched me right in my face, sir! After that, I passed out until another officer smacked me awake. That does not make you a murderer. See, his white coat was drenched with my blood. It sounds like Goodman, in quotation marks, wasn't attacked at all. About what time did you regain consciousness? No offense, sir, but how am I supposed to know that? I was unconscious. Oh. Right. According to the report from the officer that woke up the witness, it was about 5:30. He hit me right in the head, too. I woke up crying. Tears of pain. That's nice. I mean, it's nice that you recovered. That is. When I came around, though, I made sure to finish my mission, sir. Your mission? Yes, sir. The Blue Badger, sir. I returned to the entrance before things got out of hand. Well, we can all rest easy now. Can we? I believe we now have a fairly accurate picture of what happened. Do we? Because the only thing that sounds like happened here was Meekins was attacked, and that's it. He was attacked, and then he was knocked out. Yes, Your Honor. Only one thing remains unclear. Was the man this officer murdered really the victim? Did he actually murder anyone? He's got a point. Yes, Officer Meekins. With regard to that, sir, take a look at this. It was sent to my jail cell. Chief Grant delivered it to me just this morning, sir. The chief delivered it? What is that, a videotape? To me, it looks like a VHS tape, more specifically, but okay. Yes, sir, that's absolutely right, sir. A videotape, sir. It contains footage from the... Oh my god, please stop making that noise. It contains the footage from the security camera in the evidence room. Yes, objection. Thank you, Edgeworth. What? But I specifically asked if there was such a tape, and I was told it had been mistakenly erased. That's quite a mistake. I just do what I'm told, sir. It's the only thing I'm really good at. Looks like communication with the fuck. Looks like communication with the police department is as good as ever. Well then, let's have a look. A look-see. Show us the video of you murdering the victim. Oh, please stop using that word, murder, sir. It scares me. A video of a real murder. Just what are we getting ourselves into? But never mind. Am I gonna have to... Well, this is shocking. Oh, man's be rendered. That's so cool. Badger? No, 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 go back! Meekins. Rendered, that's so cool. Is his face gonna be covered again? Yeah. Goodbye, Megan. Okay. Even Edward isn't sure what to do with that. Well, I believe we're all thinking the same thing. That didn't prove shit. How can we deal with these unsettling feelings stirred within us? What the hell was that wrangling piece of plywood? Sir, that was the pride and joy of the entire criminal affairs department, sir. That's the Blue Badger, sir. I'm gonna wear out my voice because I'm talking too loud. Why am I not surprised this isn't going smoothly? Oh my god. Security video added to the court record. That's pulling my best friend to read this for me. Like, I can't. Oh my. I'm not actually. I'm pretty sure she's busy today. But, yes. Well, anyway, this tape seems to prove that there was a witness that oh god, that the witness did indeed encounter someone in the evidence room, and sort of, Your Honor, instead of relying on clearly incomplete footage, the witness's testimony will suffice. Is that alright with you, Officer Meekins? Yes, sir. As you wish, sir. Mystery Man. Okay, his face can't be clearly seen in the video, but there's no question that the other person was Detective Goodman, sir. I mean, he opened the locker, which required Detective Goodman's fingerprints to do. You can copy a fingerprint. You can very easily copy a fingerprint. like, I hate that I constantly go on tangents when it comes to this game. But, like, I absolutely find stuff like this, especially because I read a lot of mystery books and stuff. It's, like, my favorite pastime. The current book I'm reading is A Good Girl's Guide to Murder, guys. like, I am into stuff like this. Anyway, as I was saying, you can copy a fingerprint, like, really easily. You can also not leave fingerprints really easily. Speaking of fingerprints, this scratch is in mine. Oh. Huh. And because of how my fingerprint has now changed. Interesting. The locker he opened is unquestionably Detective Goodman's locker, sir. So it must be him. No one else could have unlocked it. That is not true. What's this about a fingerprint? Each detective has been given a locker equipped with a fingerprint-activated lock. These locks ensure that each locker can only be opened by the detective it belongs to. Intriguing. That would mean the victim at the crime scene would have to have been Detective Goodman, not necessarily. Very well. The defense may begin its cross-examination. There's really only one thing I had to press this on because, again, you can copy a fingerprint. I don't know where this cross-examination will lead, but everything begins with the contradictions. That's where I have to start. Nope. Sorry. Hi, no. However, the most important detail is not shown in this video. The man's face. Sir! If I may say something, sir, please do. After all, you're the only one being examined. I don't understand why the man's face is so important in this case, sir. Because you can copy a fingerprint! Like, I get it. He doesn't actually work in the he doesn't work in the criminal department. Sure, whatever. But I feel like it's pretty common knowledge in any department in a police station, or pretty much anywhere, you can copy a fingerprint. Hell, there are videos that... There are videos that, like, little kids watch that are showing people how to copy a fingerprint to get into other people's phones, which you shouldn't do. That is illegal. Well, personally, I know the passcode to my mom's phone, so that's what it is. But, like, it isn't hard to copy a fingerprint. It's nowhere near difficult. Because the thing is, people copy fingerprints all the flipping time, yeah? Technically, people had to do it for jobs sometimes, because sometimes they had to give fingerprints for stamps of approval. Depending on where you are. Fucking leave it. Like, copying a fingerprint isn't hard. Literally, you need tape. Get yourself some nice, good old packing tape, and bam, there you go. You can copy a fingerprint. I mean, it was his hand that opened the fingerprint lock. And it was his hand that tried to thrust the knife into my body, sir. My unsettled state can testify to this enough. Yes, you have a point. No, he doesn't. The footage doesn't lie. You're right. That is... Unless the defense can find a problem with it. There is a problem. Mr. Wright, let's check the record again. Is there a problem with the... There's a problem. There's a problem. Regarding the video contained on this tape, there is one thing in particular that seems rather strange. Strange? This contradiction leads to the possibility that the man may not have been Detective Goodman. What? This video contains such a contradiction. You can copy your fingerprints so easily. I understand that I probably shouldn't be stuck on this, but like, it's actively annoying me. Interesting. Your Honor, I have a proposal. Yes, Mr. Edgeworth. I propose we have the defense point out to us this alleged contradiction in the video. Don't make me do this. God, it's gonna be that Among Us task. It's gonna be that Among Us task all fucking over again. I should play Among Us on this channel again. Just to watch me suffer, personally. He would want me to point it out. Very well, proposal accepted. Let us further inspect this piece of evidence. Don't make me do an Among Us task thing. Please. I will now play the security tape. Mr. Wright, please show us the contradiction you speak of. I have to point out the problem in the video? This is the first time I've ever had to do that. You can do it, Mr. Wright. I'll set it up so you can fast forward, rewind, or pause. No! It is the Among Us task. Okay, so the Among Us task. Because, just in case, you know. So there's a task on the airship map, which is the worst map. I'll be honest, I love Henry Stickmin. I enjoy Among Us from time to time. The airship map sucks, dude. Like, it has some really fun tasks that it adds. It adds the sandwich task, I'm pretty sure. The vault task sucks. But, like, the matching task, like, all of the clean the ruby tasks, those are really fun tasks. And then there's the vault task, and then there is also the gosh darn tape task, which is essentially this. And I'm really bad at it. Just take a good look and be sure to point out the right thing. Like, someone has been murdered in front of me before while I was doing that task, and I didn't see who did it because I was doing the task, and it sucks. Please don't play it too many times. I can't stand watching this video. Nothing oh my god. How did this guy ever become a police officer? Don't ask me. Now then, Mr. Wright, please enlighten us. Where's the contradiction? I'm too sassy to be doing this. God, oh no. Pause. This is so much easier, actually. Where's the J key? There's a light on. Would have to be this? Sorry, I didn't move the hold on a second. I need to use my hard drives. Well, I don't get it. So sorry. That's my bad. Would you mind if I borrowed your eye medication? Don't look at me with those blurry eyes. Before your eyes get too teary, perhaps you should think through again, Now what do I do? Sorry. Every time you point your finger, someone gets hurt, says someone pointing his finger at us. I will not play the security tape. Mr. Wright, please show us the contradiction you speak of. So sorry, that is actually my fault. Yeah. Sorry. Hi. The thing that's strange about this video has got to be this. There we go. Officer Meekins. Sir, do you mean me, sir? Is anyone else in this court named Meekins? As I understand it, the locker apparatus works like this. Why is the music back? When you grab the handle, a sensor reads your fingerprint if it's a match. The light out turns on and the lock is released. According to my very limited experience, that is the way I understand it, sir. If so, then something is seriously wrong with this picture. Yeah, let's hurry on. When the victim reaches the handle of the locker, let's rewind a little earlier. Oh, we are rewinding. Are we about to see this man moonwalk? Yeah! Here, notice the light? What's this? It's already lit! Oh my god. Precisely my point, Your Honor. The locker was already open before the victim grabbed the handle. 37 minutes. Wow. We're still in the first part? Okay, yeah, that actually does fit nicely. Order! What's the meaning of this? It's very simple, Your Honor. By the way, the next video that you guys will see will absolutely also be Phoenix Wright Attorney. Then after that might be something different. I have to check how April Day is set up. I know that there's 10 videos coming out in April because you guys did an extra video for my birthday. Yeah. It's very simple, Your Honor. The locker wasn't locked on the day of the crime. Yes, Edgeworth. But the locker locks are controlled by an electronic system. When a door is shut, a sensor is triggered. And the locker is automatically locked. Oh, I know. It must have broken down. Of course, I'm not an expert in this. That's not likely, Your Honor. The sensor would detect and report any reflection. Oh, well, just goes to show novices to keep their mouths shut. So then, Mr. Wright, do you have an explanation? I might. Me, Your Honor? Yes. Why wasn't the locker locked? Me, Your Honor? Yes, well, you see, this isn't exactly my field. What do you think, Miss Scientific Investigator? Let's go! Having the 16-year-old in court worked! Huh? Oh, well, obviously, point one would be something being stuck in the locker to prevent it from actually closing? Maybe something like jam the system sensor? Because, like, it didn't seem like the system was actually off, because otherwise, if it was, I would have said something like EMP. Yeah? Something jammed the sensor? Say, there's something else in that seems out of place in this video. Is there? Yeah, I thought so too. Supposedly that wasn't said out loud. Why are you responding? There's got to be another clue somewhere in this footage. Very well, let's inspect the video once more. The locker wasn't locked, Mr. Wright. Please point out the cause for this. You're gonna make me do this again? Please! What the fudge? I don't think there's anything in this frame. Swaggy man. Sorry. Oh. Hi, Mr. Rubber Glove. Please watch closely. It's a continuation of the part I showed you earlier. What's this? Something white fell out of the locker. Isn't this footage in black and white? But sir, it's been my experience to fall out when doors are opened. I often fall and roll a great distance when I open them. What? We can't be sure. That item was completely inside the locker to begin with. What do you mean? The sensor triggers the lock when the door is shut. What if something was inserted, say, between the sensor and the door? Inserted? You see when I... Sorry, that was about to devolve into a joke. Oh boy. Pretty sure we're about to have a break very soon where I will do another thing and also go refill this juice because I just drunk all of it. This white thing wasn't inside the locker. It was stuck between the door and the sensor. Oh, I understand now, sir. Just like my tie. 2 out of 3 ties get stuck in the door when I get out of my patrol vehicle, sir. Meekins, for your own safety, stop being a police officer. Instead of the door closing, my tie chokes me. But the object would have been extremely thin to fit in the door. Not only that, it would also have to block electrical currents. Rubber glove. It would need to be an insulator. Like rubber? Yes, an insulator, but the crime scene, there just might have been something that fits the description. But, sir, by insulator, you don't mean... I think I finally got this figured out. A rubber glove? Very well. Will the defense please present the relevant evidence? What was this insulator that was stuck in the locker door? Tiptoe through the wind. Sorry. I found this near the locker. A thin rubber glove. But we can't be sure that was the victim's locker. It has the tag that says SL9 incident. Edgeworth is just like, Edgeworth bent over, hand on heart, being like, that damned name. The video seemed to depict the victim opening the locker. But that isn't the case. The lit lamp attests to this. On the day of the crime, even I could have opened the locker. Is that not so, Officer Meekins? Sir, it would appear so, sir. Wait. Order. So are we to believe then that the victim, whom this witness stabbed in the evidence... Where was the stabbing? Who did he stab? He's the one that got stabbed. Was not Detective Goodman? Do not be misled, Your Honor. What do you mean, Mr. Edgeworth? The defense has merely demonstrated the possibility and nothing more. The victim in the video was indeed Bruce Goodman. So... The prosecution will offer one more testimony to prove this. What? Officer Meekins, please testify about this. Sir, me, sir? I'm not sure what you're referring to, sir. Oh, you mean that, sir? Of course, sir. I, sir, did not get sleep last night, sir. Anyway. Is this a joke? Very well. Begin your testimony. Mr. Mann, number 2. Let's see, what do we got? There's one other thing that proves Detective Goodman was that it was to enter the evidence room, one must use their ID card. When an ID card is used, there's a record of it. Yes, obviously, ID cards can be lost, ID cards can be stolen, ID cards can hypothetically be copied. That's a little bit more hard, though. So we're just going to focus on the lost or, you know, stolen. At the time of the crime, the detective has used his had used his card. So I'm just... An ID card record, I see. I have the ID card record right here, Your Honor. So do I! The ID is at 4:15, at 5:50, sorry, at 5:15. At 4:14, at 5:14, Jesus, there we go. Is that of the victim. The victim. Just before the crime, Yes, without a doubt. This is the victim's ID. However, one thing does strike me as unusual. Several hundred cases should have been due for transferal. Why are there so few using this room? Ooh. This particular evidence room is only used for storing certain special cases. Special cases? Extremely violent cases involving police staff. Oh. Just hearing that makes my hair stand on end. Me too, although it doesn't make much of a difference. There were only a few cases up for transfer there, and most were cleared up by noon. Right, I see. Now, let us move on to the cross-examination. I have something. You have his card, yeah? Blah, 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 blah. Do we have his card? Goodman's ID. Maybe? Oh, there we go. We have his ID, but that doesn't really mean anything. Wait a moment. Wait one moment, Officer Meekins. I'm good at waiting, sir. I have this victim's ID card right here. I found it at the crime scene. That makes sense. Nope. When I say crime scene, I'm not referring to the evidence room at the police department. I mean the other crime scene. The underground parking lot at the prosecutor's office. Your Honor, I have one more piece of evidence to present. It's a very important clue regarding the victim's ID card. Lost item report? It's only half completed. But it shows that Detective Goodman had lost something on the day of the crime. Something important enough to fill out of this report. Let me guess. You believe this something to be his ID card, right? I can't say for sure, but there's a high probability. On the day of the crime, Detective Goodman was not carrying his card. Order, order. So now, what does this all mean? It means Ezra is so tired that he has completely stopped using any voices and they really need to go take a nap. It can only mean one thing. It doesn't even require much thought. The man Officer Meekins encountered in the evidence room was not Detective Goodman, but rather the man who stole his ID. What breath. Order, order, order. Does the prosecution have a response? I have only one thing to say to the defense. Oh no. Oh no. Edgeworth, please don't do this. Bravo, Mr. Wright. What? For what? Establishing probable deniability? Bravo. Allow me to summarize the defense's argument. At 5:15 p.m. on the day of murder, the day of the crime, the man in the evidence room, Officer Meekins, encountered was not Detective Goodman. There are two grounds to support this. First, the locker in the evidence room was already unlocked. Second, the victim lost his ID card. Am I correct so far, Mr. Wright? Yes. What's he up to? I don't like this. I don't like this. That being the case, we must inevitably arrive at a single conclusion. If the victim in this video is a fake, then the murder in the evidence room is also fake. Hey, I wasn't saying that. I was just saying that Detective Goodman wasn't murdered in the evidence room. I wasn't saying that there aren't two murders. In other words, the security camera does not show the instant of the murder. That is... well, I guess that's right. Says who? Just because Detective Goodman is not the victim in this case does not mean that the murder itself didn't happen. It just means that there is no need to be scrambling about, hey, the same victim has been killed in two places. That doesn't change that there could be two murders. Am I making sense? Is something wrong, Mr. Wright? Yeah, your entire goddamn argument. Only moments ago, you seemed content to be Only moments ago, you seemed to be content to be pointing your finger around, says the man pointing his finger. This isn't going to end well. Well, it seems you finally realized exactly what you've gone to such lengths to prove. Explain yourself, Mr. Edgeworth. He's going to completely take apart my case, because if there is no murder at the other place of one Detective Goodman, he has still been murdered at the prosecutor's... We've shot ourselves in the foot. Oh no. The defense has already done the explaining for me. Just say it. The victim in the video is a fake, which means the murder did not take place. No one is saying that nobody died. I mean, nobody died, but nobody's saying nobody died. At the police department on 5:15 on the day of the crime. Blah, blah, blah. So the roll call can only take place in one location, the underground parking lot. Damn it. At the prosecutor's office. The murderer being Miss Lana Skye, the defendant. God. The evidence is compelling. Edgeworth really did just let me write his whole case for him. A trustworthy witness observed the moment the defendant used the murder weapon. Shot ourselves in the foot. I knew that testimony was way too shabby. It was all a trap from the beginning. I could have told you that. The activity in the evidence room still leaves many questions unanswered. Who exactly was the victim Officer Meekins encountered? And where did this person disappear to? However, This trial's purpose is to examine only the murder of Detective Goodman. Oh, all of that evidence is now useless. Just so, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, you have to do something, or else Lana... What do I do? How am I supposed to get myself out of this mess? Object? One moment, Your Honor. What now, Mr. Wright? Don't tell me you're objecting to what you've just proven. No, of course not. But I almost walked right into the prosecution's trap. What are you talking about? This cross-examination has proven one thing and one thing only. The security video did not show the actual murder. Murder. I like to think that the reasons that they didn't show faces is because they just couldn't render that properly. However, it cannot be said that it is unrelated to the murder in the parking lot. Specifically, large amounts of blood traces were found in the evidence room. The defense demands further examination into the truth of the matter. Mr. Edgeworth. Yes, Your Honor. If this court were to examine further, other witnesses will be necessary. Is the prosecution prepared? I'm sorry, Your Honor. The prosecution considered the incident of the police department to be unrelated. We have not prepared any other witnesses for this incident. This just might be my chance. Time to call a certain Texas Ranger to the stand. Mr. Wright, do you mean... Again? Haven't said a word. Your Honor, the defense would like to request a specific witness. Oh, whom do you have in mind? Please tell me it is a break from my gosh darn throat. Someone we have a reason to believe knows the truth. The truth behind the activities that took place in the evidence room. The prosecution requests to hear this person's name before deciding whether or not to comply. Mr. Jake Marshall. Very well then, Mr. Wright. This person whom you would like to have testify. What is his or her name? There he is. Oh my god, we could get ages. He's 33. We know she's 16. She's 29. That's a fun age gap. This man is 65. He is 22. He is 30. It's this guy. Officer Jake Marshall. Why him? I can't let Edgeworth know everything just yet. He's in charge of the evidence room. I feel we should hear what he has to say. The prosecution agrees to the defense's request. Since he was responsible for guarding the room, we should hear his testimony. I am so cold. Fortunately, he works in the police department. We shouldn't need longer than 20 minutes to prepare. Very well. The court will take a 30-minute recess while a witness is at, one second. Typing as fast as I possibly could. Cause I know... pronunciation. Subpoenaed. That was a fun little, you know, sidetrack moment. No, autoclicker, please stop. Will the prosecution please prepare the witness during this time? We will, Your Honor. Court is now in recess. hurt my jaw. February 24th, 11:32 a.m. District Court Defendant Lobby number 2. It is now 2:15 p.m. There's no stopping you, is there, Mr. Wright? Huh? What do you mean? You called for Jake Marshall. It seems you figured everything out. I haven't figured anything out. Lana, you're the one who knows everything. Damn. Alright, I'm gonna be honest. I'm just gonna stick to Ema for this. Ema. You always know everything. Why don't you just tell us? Mr. Ray is trying his hardest to protect you. I don't recall ever asking for his protection. How can you be so cold? Don't you trust us? Don't you trust me? I'd be like, look. I care for you, don't get me wrong. However, you are 16 and this is not your field of interest. Well, kind of. Technically speaking, she could go into forensics with her scientific investigation part of it. Of which, you know, fair, that's still police work, but this is, you know, not her field of interest, more specifically, I suppose. Hope I'm not interrupting anything, pals. Little bit. Just slightly. Oh, guess I am. I'll come back later. No, you've already ruined the moment. Get back here! You've already ruined the moment. Get back here. Wait, Detective Gumshoe, what is it? You've got a lot of nerve, pal, making a detective run around while on duty. To put on top of, she called me here. I've seen happier people at funerals. That's fudged. Sorry, detective. You better be, pal. Hey. I didn't see you there, Chief Prosecutor Sky. It's okay. So, you've brought what I've asked. Oh. You mean this, right? My apologies, Detective. Due to my present circumstances, I was forced to use Mr. Wright's name when making my request. My name? Never in a million years would I have thought it was you who asked me. Could I bother you to bring me the SL9 incident files? I'll need them by noon. Talk about crazy. The SL9 incident? But Lana, that's... I thought Mr. Wright might need them, so I had them brought here. Here, you might do well to read them. I can't believe you, the chief prosecutor, weren't witness in that case. Miss Sky was a witness? God, is everyone involved in this case but me? Me as in Phoenix. Like, ah! Take it from me, you don't want anything to do with the Serum murderers. Oh, what, now that I've brought you your stuff, you're just gonna ignore me? Ema? But why? Why is your name in here? Is everyone involved in this case but me? I was also going to add, oh, and I suppose the 16-year-old, but nope! She's involved too! What? My name's in there. I don't know, unless? No, it couldn't be. Lana! Is the SL9 incident, is that? That's the classification number the police filed it under 2 years ago. The rest of the world knew it as the Joe Darkey killings. What? The Joe Darkey. No, Lana. It's over with. No. What the fuck? What is happening? Ema, wait. She ran away. You know what? I just remembered. I gotta be somewhere. Gumshoe, don't you dare leave me alone. Gumshoe. Sorry, pal, but I'm out of here. Gumshoe, Jake Marshall, Angel Starr, Damon Grant, Miles Edgeworth, not to mention Anna and Ema. Everyone involved in this case is connected to those killings 2 years ago. This can't just be a coincidence. Knowing you, you just might be able to figure it out. Time to get back to the trial, Mr. Wright. Best of luck. No, my little sidekick is now gone. This isn't okay. I've had a sidekick this every single trial. I better take a good look at this file. I think that's it. That's to be continued. That's a save. That is the end of this episode of Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. I hope you have all enjoyed. I love that I instantly started going into outro. I hope you have all enjoyed. I have certainly enjoyed struggling by my fingertips gripping onto this with reading. I will see you all next month, more specifically. Not for me. Well, I will see you next month. Just not... Technically, I'll see you tomorrow, as of recording. Because tomorrow is Saturday, the 1st of... Yeah, you get it. But I will see you all, the 2nd of April. Man, I could make it so that you have 11 videos, but I'm not going to do anything for April 1st, because that is way more work than I need. Because again, I already had to make 10. Anyway, I will see you all Saturday the 5th after this video goes up with another Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney video, though it will not be over. As for what's going on up on the 9th, I have no idea. But for the 10th, which is my birthday, if you didn't know, there is going to be a special video that I desperately need to work on, that will be going up at that time. So, look forward to that. It's a gotcha video, by the way. It's a gotcha video that is kind of silly goofy, but at the same time kind of somewhat important-ish. Until then, I will see you all next time. Goodbye!